No, I've been here 14 years. Nobody here currently has lost somebody. Sometimes happens that someone jumps a bridge and don't come back up again. So that is of no one's fault, other than the person's usually got a weighted load on their back, so they won't come back up again. Their body will reappear at some stage, and that's obviously when we come into it. The way that's dealt with is the stretchers that's behind me here, as you can see it. It's a body net, 2 aluminium poles. Every boat's got one. We will tie it to the side of the boat. We'll get the body into the body net, tie it to the side of the boat, and then bring it back to Wapping. Then the identification process has to take place, which is done within the morgue itself. Most people, we know who they are before we actually receive them. We actually know who they are because there's a missing persons unit that do all that work for us, and together we find out who they are before they actually come afloat again. It is sometimes the case that there's someone in the river we didn't know anything about. So there's a little bit more work has to be done with that. That means stripping the body of clothing and doing identification. We don't do dental, we don't do DNA, we never have to go to those lengths. We'll find out who that person is within 24 hours through other means, CCTV, etc., etc. Because they've normally come off of a bridge in London somewhere. So we just have to go through that and find out who they are. So that's what this is here for. The guys and girls that do it, I used to do it, obviously don't anymore, been civilian, but the guys and girls that do it do an amazing job, and it also gives a family closure, and that's the most important thing about it, is if it's one of your loved ones, that's all you want them to come back, so you can carry on with the grieving process. It's a superb job that they do. The other thing you have to bear in mind as well is mental health wise, we have to do this a lot. So you're talking about 1 a week, it's never 1 a week, it's sometimes none, and then 3. But it's average. Unfortunately this year, and it's January to October, we're up to 50 already. So we're going to exceed that number for whatever reason, just where we're at the moment in the world. The figures are really high this year. We work very much alongside RNLI as well as lifeboats to obviously to save that person. So the two of us, two-pronged approach. That's why we're so good at saving people. So the 50 people that died this year, we've saved about 300. It's a really busy part. There's already 2 boats gone out today to do that job. That's not our sole purpose of being on the river, but it's something we get involved in on a regular basis. Yes, sir.
Who has the overall command of retrieving a body? Is it the police or the RNLI? When both
police. Run? So when someone, if it's a body in the river, it's ours. RNLI can help us, but it's ours. They have to come back to the police station, and then the continuity has to come into place. So we will get police officers come to us, lay inside, that will then oversee the body leaving us and going off to the morgue outside to the undertakers, etc. So they would have that continuity piece in place. So that's an important part of that. If it's a live person, so someone threatening to jump from a bridge, it goes to Coast Guard. So we then become Coast Guard asset. So it's us, RNLI, possibly Fire Brigade as well. But amongst us, we will be ran by the Coast Guard. They will be under their control.
Thank you.
That's the way it works.